review spot throwback. This throwback is dedicated to viewer, Mr. Joker. Oh, Mr. Joker! He requested to see a throwback to Spiderman Classics Hobgoblin. Probably one of the videos I actually did want to do a throwback to. I don't know if I'm going to eventually get to all of them, but I want to do throwbacks to at least most of the Spider-Man villains. If we have a look at the figure, this is coming out to you, Mr. Joker. Great looking figure. I mean, probably one of my favorite goblins. Definitely one of my favorite goblins. And I'll show you the back detailing of the nice hood there. Very Halloween. That's probably why I have such a soft spot for this Hobgoblin. For those who don't know, Halloween is my favorite holiday. I like Christmas, but I think I like Halloween just a little bit more. Nice detailing though in the cape and the cloak, I guess, if you want to call it. It's that rubbery kind of plastic. Nice vibrant orange though. Definitely shows up really nice. For those who watch the 90s Spider-Man animated series, Hobgoblin was voiced by the very, very entertaining Mark Hamill, who of course later used pretty much the same voice for the Joker. So I think if you hear Hobgoblin now from the cartoon, you swear you're hearing Joker. And that is because Mark Hamill did the voice. But I think the likeness of this figure is probably a lot nicer than the Green Goblin. And I've done 2 reviews of the Green Goblin. One was the Green Goblin from the Sinister Six box set, and then the other one was from the Marvel Legends Onslaught series. But I would say, as much as I like those Green Goblins, I really, really like the Hobgoblin though. There's just something about it. Again, it's probably just a Halloween thing. In the way of his articulation though, he has articulation in the head. And despite the fact he's wearing a hood, you got a lot of range of movement there. He has articulation in the shoulders, in the swivel bicep, articulation in the elbow. You've also got it in the hand, and you've also got it in the fingers. So he can hold on to, if he's grabbing a bag of peanuts. Because he's got to watch his health. He's all that smog and stuff from his glider, not good. He has articulation in the torso, in the waist. He also has it in the leg, in the thigh, 2 points in the knee, in the foot, and also in his very cute little toe, his little curly shoes. Very, very nice. Now, in the way of his accessories, he comes with several. He comes with his man purse. It's European, guys. It's not a purse. It's a carry-all. There we go. Where he would hold his pumpkin bombs. Rather interesting to note that his bag is a certain size, and his pumpkin bombs, based on this scale, these bombs would never fit in this bag. Unless, I guess, it bulged out like a cereal box. You guys ever remember back in the day when you used to get prizes from cereal? They were cool prizes. They weren't like CD-ROMs. And you had 2 ways to do it. You could either... and people who are my age know this. You'd either have to slide your hand down the side of the bag in the cereal, and you get crumbs all over your hand, to try to reach the bottom of it. Because, God knows, and I'm going way off here, but God knows, you couldn't wait till you finished the cereal to get the prize. No, you had to get it right away. Especially if you had a sibling. You had to get it right away. So you'd either fish it down the bottom there and try to feel around for the bottom of the bag and then pull out the prize, or you'd pull the bag out of the box, find the prize, pull it out, and then when you put it back in the box, you'd have this kind of warped cereal box. And if you opened up your pantry, you'd have all these warped cereal boxes from where you pulled out prizes. And you 80s kids you guys know what I'm talking about. Anyways, though, I don't think his bomb would fit in here unless he had that warped kind of bag. The bag is removable. There's a lot of nice detail on the bag too. Like you can see, like there's a lot of aged. It looks like really aged fabric, and then you've got a nice little ghoul symbol there. Belt strap. The bag can come off. I won't take it off just yet, but I mean it can come off. Speaking of coming off, though, he does come with a pumpkin bomb, as you can see. And as I stated in the original video, the pumpkin bomb is not coming out. It is glued. In fact, I don't know if you guys can see it. There is clearly an indication there that this is stuck to the hand. A couple of people have asked, can you take it out of the hand? Unfortunately, you can't. You could probably pry it off, but that sucker ain't going back in there, though. His other accessories include... I'll put them down for a second. His other accessories include a really neat looking glider. Very different from the Green Goblin glider, that he's got the horns at the front there. Very, very devilish. And the front of the face looks kind of like the Scream painting. Or the movie, if you guys aren't familiar with the Scream painting. But nice purple. It's got a nice metallic purple too. As you can see, there's like a sparkly paint scheme on it. And then it's got a nice molded exhaust smoke coming out. The goblin sits in it pretty easily. I mean, you have to just kind of tuck his foot underneath the ledge there, or the little foot peg there. And he sits in pretty good. I mean, it's not you don't have to worry about too much about it. The only downside I had with the figure, even when I was having him on display, is that you kind of have to pose him forward a bit, because the way he's positioned, he does tend to lean back. Especially when these legs start getting a little looser, he's probably going to start falling back a little bit more. So you can either have the goblin in said glider, like so, or he also comes with this. And as you can see, it has wheels, and there's my cat in the background. They're trying to play here. As you can see, it has wheels here. So you can either have the glider on its own, or you'll see that there's little 2 square pegs here on the bottom of the glider, and there's 2 square holes, or rectangles if you guys want to be more specific. And you can actually take the glider and peg it into the smoke. So now you have the Green Goblin on a puff of smoke. What the puff of smoke allows him to do is you can actually wind this back. And it won't work here because it's fabric, but you can wind it back and he'll wheel forward. Clearly, it's just a gimmick that they used for the kids. Unless you're an adult and you're into that kind of stuff, I don't know, you might be. But overall, though, really, really nice figure. Its only downside for me, at least, is the way he's positioned. You kind of have to play around with it, because if not, he does fall back just a slight bit. But would have been almost nice if they had put little peg holes in the glider too, so you can actually peg his legs right down, so that you're not relying just on his leg hooking in there to keep him on the glider. But that aside, I mean, that's a small gripe though. That aside, definitely worth picking up if you guys can find it. Never released as a Marvel Legend, so the only way you can get this Hobgoblin is to get him in the Spiderman Classics line. But definitely, I would say though, if you can find it, worth picking up though. Definitely worth picking up, especially if you're a Goblin fan. But that was a throwback dedicated to Oh Mr. Joker. And hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys for another throwback. Later.